Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Cantor Smolas showed up here this evening with a terrible case of laryngitis, and we sent him home saying, Michael, you know, there are some holidays coming up that you might want to save your voice for. And but luckily, we are a multifaceted clergy here at Temple Israel, and our cantor for the evening will be Rabbi Later. Okay, we're going to vote. Rabbi Loss? No, we're not going to do that. And of course, Rabbi Later's voice is almost as high as Michael's, and not quite as strong. And the way you can make it as strong as his is if you sing along strongly, and that will make this such a beautiful service, and in addition to her sweet, sweet, sweet voice and soul. So,
Shabbat Shalom. You can now refer to me as cantorial soloist Rabbi Jen II. Maya Hayom Shabbat Shalom. Maya Hayom Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Maya Hayom Shabbat Shalom. Good? Maya Hayom Shabbat Shalom. We're going to end it right there before it does that again.
well, that was a relaxing way to start Shabbos. We now continue on page 13, is it? Linda Gerwitz, come forward for the honor of opening the ark. For lighting the candle. If this is the way we're beginning, just wait.
It's going to be a great night.
I just figured the way things are going, we should just go right to the end of the service.
Light is the foundation of life, yet impossible to touch. Light is flowers growing and fruit trees blossoming, photosynthesis and rainbows shimmering. Light is energy and romance, enlightenment and lightning. Light is red and violet and magenta and blue, lasers and campfires, warmth and illumination, the sunset and the dawn. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu l'hadlik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, eternal source of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot and commands us to kindle the lights of Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu l'hadlik ner shel Shabbat.
On page 32, we pray together at the bottom of the page. When Reb Zusia was on his deathbed, he was trembling and quaking with fear. His Hasidim tried to reassure him, saying, it's your turn.
Reb Zusia, do not fear. Surely God will receive you with the greatest honor. Throughout your life, you have exhibited faithfulness.
In the world to come, Reb Zusia responded, God will not ask you, Zusia, why were you not Abraham? God will not ask me, Zusia, why were you not Moses? Together, God will ask me only, Zusia, Why were you not Sisia?
We continue on page 34 with Lecha Dodi. Lecha Dodi likrat kalai alalai 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 penei Shabbat mekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kalai alalai 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 penei Shabbat mekabela. Shabbat mekabela hitorari kiva orach umi uri shir daberi kevod Adonai alayich nigla lecha dodi likrat kalai alalai 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 penei Shabbat nekavela lecha dodi likrat kalai alalai 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 penei Shabbat nekavela boi v'shalom ateret ba'alam gam besimcha uv'toholam toch hamunei am segula boi chala lecha dodi likrat kalai alalai 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 penei Shabbat nekabela lecha dodi likrat kalai alalai 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 penei Shabbat nekabela.
We continue together at the top of page 43. We call each other to worship, although we forget and sometimes do not listen. We call each other to worship with one breath, one song, one voice. At this sacred time, which is every time, in this sacred place, which is every place, with this sacred congregation, which is every congregation, we unfold together into the endless blessing of the eternal and call each other to worship as we rise for the call to worship, the Baruch Hu.
la 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 la, ya 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 la 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 la. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch ya la 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 la.
We read responsively on page 49. We are loved by an unending love. We are guided by the still, small voice within us. We are loved by an unending love. A ner tamid to be tended from generation to generation. And a gentle love, giving meaning to our existence, structure to our lives. And of all the generations who have embraced their covenant. Baruch atah Adonai ohev amo Yisrael. Blessed are you, Adonai, who loves our people Israel and all your people with an unending love. We continue with the Shema on page 55.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto, Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto, Leolam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
It's hard to remember this. Some of you who have been here a long time will, that there was a time when we never chanted the V'ahavta. In fact, when we introduced the chanting of V'ahavta, there was a ruckus, and we could only, the ritual committee demanded that we would only do it one in every 4 services. And then, it was, now we never read the English. And I thought this would be a nice opportunity to do it because I believe it's one of the most beautiful prayers in the prayer book. And just one more note about it. If you'll notice, this is one of the only prayers where we use Old English, thous and these and so on. And that's because it is a biblical prayer. And if you're a sensitive reader of Hebrew, most of the prayers are of relatively modern Hebrew, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu, etc. But this prayer is in biblical Hebrew, and so it sounds different in Hebrew. We want it to sound different in English as well. So if you will, on page 58, if you'll pray with me. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy soul, and with all thy might. And these words which I command thee on this day shall be upon thy heart. Thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt speak of them when thou sittest in thy house, when thou walkest by the way, when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. Thou shalt bind them as a sign upon thy hand, and they shall be for frontlets between thine eyes. Thou shalt write them on the doorposts of thy house and upon thy gates, that ye may remember and do all of my commandments, and be holy unto thy God. We continue with the Song of Freedom on page 62. And of course, in the difficult times that our country is experiencing, we really have 2 different prayers in our hearts. We on the one hand want the best for those who protect us and keep us safe. At the same time, we want the best to those who have been persecuted through the years. And how we put that all together in one prayer, I'll leave that to you, but it's a good time to do it at our redemption prayer, Micha Mocha, on page 62.
Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 ya la 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 la. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha ne'etar b'kodesh, nora tehilot osef eleh, nora tehilot osef eleh. Techara uvanecha bokei ayam lifnei Moshe Ze'elianu ve'amru Ze'elianu ve'amru Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed Ya lai 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 Ya lai 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 Ya lai 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 Ya lai 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 ya lai 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 lai
Continue together in the middle of page 64. Cause us, our Creator, to lie down in peace, and raise us up, O sovereign God, to renewed life and peace. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Guide us with your good counsel, and be our shield of mercy and of peace. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. Blessed are you, Adonai, whose shelter of peace is spread over us, over all your people Israel, and over Jerusalem.
We join together on page 65 for V'shamru. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael oti leolam V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et ha'aretz Shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam Uvayom hashvi Shavat vayinafash Shavat vayinafash Shavat vayinafash V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam We rise together. Adonai sifatai tivtachu fi agita ilatecha Eternal God, open my lips that my mouth may declare your glory. Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Ha'el HaGadol HaGibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei Ha'akol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot Ve'imahot, U'mevi Geula Livnei Bneihem, Leman Shema Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'Ezrat Sarah.
At At the top of page 70, please pray with me. We call you King, Sovereign, the Lord, and yet you are a glimmer in our souls, a spark of light in the darkness, a breath of the divine within us, the goodness that we share, powerful and gentle everywhere and here, the creator of the infinite universe, and the still small voice that whispers in our ears. Ata kadosh, v'shimcha kadosh, u'kadoshim b'chol yom yahalalucha selah, Baruch Ata Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh. You are holy, your name is holy, and those who strive to be holy declare your glory day by day. Blessed are you, the holy God. As we are seated, we continue now with silent prayer.
Yehiyu Leratson. You sing it after me. Imrefi Bagyon Libi Lefanacham. Okay, we repeat this part. Adonai Suri Vegoali Adonai Suri Vegoali. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, O God, my rock and my redeemer. Yehiyu Leratson Imrefi Bagyon Libi Lefanacham. Adonai Suri Vegoali Adonai Suri Vegoali.
In the context of Rabbi Yedwab's impossible dichotomy in prayer that's so hard to put together, as we turn to the Misha Berach on page 72, I was reminded I was driving home this afternoon and I'm listening to the news and I hear about a road rage incident where a policeman is on his way to the funeral of the policeman who had been murdered. And, you know, the idea of let's put him into our prayers for healing. And all of those, and perhaps even a nation that at times needs healing, as we focus on those in our family, our dear friends, those we love, and offer the words together of Misha Berach on page 72.
Sheberach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Laimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misheberach imotenu mekor habracha leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
We are so thrilled to be celebrating love on this beautiful Shabbat as well as Shabbat. And so as we call upon Alana Canvasser and Evan Wolf, we offer them these gifts, a beautiful mezuzah for their home, a free membership at Temple. There's a down payment on their first house in here somewhere, as long as it's within a mile of Temple, and some other goodies as well.
Lana and Evan, it is a joy for all of us to celebrate with you this evening. Soon you will stand under the chuppah with family and friends surrounding you. And as you're holding each other right now, so you will hold each other at that moment. You'll hold each other with the recognition of how much love binds the two of you together in the sense of family that's so extraordinary. Now, as you know, we're about to begin the High Holy Day period. You'll hear soon in the announcements about Slichot, the service that takes place tomorrow evening. It's a time to think about what we really value. And I believe for a bride and groom standing together on a Shabbat prior to their wedding, it's a time to think about what you value, the sense of family that you value, your love and respect that you value, the quality of home that you look forward to creating. And so we bless you with the prayer that you will always feel that sense of warmth and love and kindness in your hearts for each other, that you'll always recognize how fortunate you are to have found each other. And now you will know from this moment that your life together will be a blessing. We pray that God will bless you with the joy of love, a life fulfilled with joy and happiness, and the greatest of all blessings, the blessing of peace. Let us all say Shabbat Shalom, Mazel Tov, and Amen.
Simin tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simin tov, simin tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simin tov, simin tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simin tov, yehelanu, 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 ulechol Yisrael, yehelanu, yehelanu, ulechol Yisrael, simin tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simin tov, simin tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simin tov, simin tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simin tov, yehelanu.
I just want to thank you so much, Rabbi Jen. Say you make me proud to be the other Rabbi Jen. Very proud. So most people don't know if they're allergic to bee stings until they're stung. At least that was true for me. I was 22 when I was first stung by a bee. We had just finished a day of orientation at the Cincinnati campus of Hebrew Union College, and as we were walking out to the parking lot, I felt an uncomfortable sting on my behind. Now, being that it was in fact behind me, I had to have a classmate inspect my backside. She was nice enough to confirm that I had in fact been bitten by a bee, and that so far she was pretty sure I wasn't anaphylactic to bee stings. It was pretty good information to have. This past summer, as I was giving someone a hug, I was stung again, this time on the shoulder. Luckily, I was hugging Camp George's doctor at the time, and after a huge ice pack and an unspecified amount of Benadryl, I was punchy but totally fine. I feel lucky that in 39 years I've only been stung twice, and that if, in fact, I was anaphylactic to bee stings, I could afford to buy an EpiPen if my insurance didn't cover it. On the Israel trip this summer, EpiPens were about as ubiquitous as sunscreen, and the same goes for most schools. Whether the allergy is to bee stings, peanuts, dairy, or a plethora of other common allergens, EpiPens are life-saving, and now, thanks to greed, they are too expensive for some families that desperately need them. I'll never forget the time I was waiting at the pharmacy line to pick up a prescription. The man in front of me was asking about the price of his medications and sorting out crumpled bills in his hands. He then told the cashier to take one of his prescriptions back, and he told her he hoped to come back for it soon. I wanted to pay for the man's medicine. I wanted to jump in and say, you don't have to choose which medication you're going to take, but I didn't say anything, and I didn't do anything, because I was afraid of embarrassing him. To this day, I feel that I made the wrong decision, because I made the decision. I didn't give the man the choice between perhaps feeling embarrassed, but still having his medication. For all its faults and all of its shortcomings, medical insurance is an invaluable asset. It helps offset the cost of doctor visits, medications, and opens the door to specialists when we need them. Of course, there are variations in coverage between plans, and without a doubt, some are better than others. But if you have medical insurance, you're more protected than those who do not. And for those who are not protected, medical care becomes just one more thing on a long list of seemingly unattainable luxuries like heat, and food, and school supplies. Now, I have known Dana Bernstein, the CEO of the Gary Bernstein Clinic, for many years. She sits on the board of the Jewish Hospice and Chaplaincy Network, the agency where I serve as a hospice chaplain. Dana has long been a cheerleader for Jewish hospice, and I knew her passion was the Gary Bernstein Community Health Clinic in Pontiac, the realization of her late husband Gary's dream. But I was never able to visit there until this summer. Earlier in the year, I had been notified that I was one of the honorees for this year's Esteemed Women of Michigan Award for 2016, and they were having an open house to welcome the group of women. I was absolutely amazed at what I saw. A beautiful building with a welcoming waiting room, rooms dedicated to dental care, where now the Jewish Dental Association is moving in permanently so they can better serve people in needs of all kinds of dental work, doing everything from routine cleanings to root canals, procedures that can run into the thousands of dollars, far out of the reach of those without insurance or the means to pay. And often their medical director, Justin Brox, a physician himself, he explains with tears in his eyes that so many of the people who come to the clinic haven't seen a dentist in decades. So when they come in for a root canal, they need extensive cleanings before they can have the root canal in order to avoid infection. Through the miracle of the Bernstein Clinic, they can get it all done for free. There are special spaces for blood draws and vital sign checks, rooms for podiatry, gynecology, and ophthalmology, each room beautifully appointed, just as any room you or I would find ourselves in. It wasn't until we entered the pharmacy, donated by the Farber family, the same family that endowed our early childhood center, that the impact of the clinic really hit me. Justin said, "See that box? That's $500 for one inhaler." He pointed to boxes of insulin and told us he has seen families come into the clinic who were choosing who got to use the little insulin they had on which day. Insulin and diabetic management don't work that way, but that's all that families could afford, so that's what they did. Taking insulin that way won't help or manage anything, but they figured it was better than nothing. At the clinic, it's free. Dr. Gary Bernstein believed that good medical care was a right, not a privilege for those who could afford it. When he began giving free medical care 20 years ago, he did it out of a closet at a homeless shelter. It wasn't pretty, but out of that closet, he treated more than 50 patients a day every Wednesday for 8 years. Dr. Bernstein treated everything from common cold to AIDS out of that closet. He wanted better for the people he was treating. He left his practice and set out to create a free clinic. He got the 501c3, the location, and the funding. But sadly, Dr. Gary Bernstein died of cancer before seeing his clinic come into being. But that didn't stop his family, who are here tonight. Shameless plug time, but really, I feel no shame because it's such a worthy cause. If you're a doctor, please volunteer your time, just a few hours a month. If you do, please know you are not just giving medical care, you are providing someone with the dignity of caring for themselves and for their families. A good dental cleaning can lead to confidence, which can lead to a job, which can lead to independence. You are allowing a man or a woman to provide for themselves, to decide for themselves, and build their self-esteem. Isn't it amazing how free care can provide something so invaluable? I truly struggled with giving this sermon tonight. I fear that it would be perceived as me talking about myself and the honor I am receiving. After some thought, though, I decided I could live with that because I couldn't pass up the chance to tell you about this incredible clinic and encourage you to get to know the other women who are also being honored for the extraordinary work they are doing in and around our community. I also feared choosing this sermon because it has been a difficult week. There have been bombings in 2 states. There have been more shootings of African American men by white police officers. Aid is still not reaching Syrians who are in desperate need of everything imaginable. And the election has gone from the ridiculous to the sublime. And because of it, I actually wrote an entirely different sermon about the rising anti-Semitism in this country. That anti-Semitism actually made me think twice about putting my kids in their Camp George t-shirts for the 7-hour ride to camp, knowing that we would be getting out of the car in small towns where some may not be familiar with Jews. Never before in my life have I considered the Jewish star that would be on their chests. I'm not one to hide my Judaism, but I fear this election has woken a sleeping giant, and I wanted to protect my kids. If you're wondering, they wore their t-shirts because we are Jews, because we are proud, and because we chose pride over prejudice. I thought about speaking of all these things, but then I realized in some ways each of these sermons would have ended the same way this sermon will end. Just help. Help in any way you can. Help as much as you can. Don't be afraid of who you are and what you have to offer. If you have no clue who you are and what you have to offer, use the rest of the month of Elul to figure it out. You've got about a week left. Before you ask God to sign your name in the book of life, make sure first your name is signed into a volunteer roster or a donor list. You don't have to start your own clinic or give enough money to endow a wing of a hospital. Thank God there are people out there who can, but not all of us can, and that's okay. Be the person in line who offers to pay for someone's medication. Pay it forward and pay for the dental cleaning of the person who comes after you. People love it at toy stores. Why not at the dentist office? Become vocal about the cost of drugs, about the hatred that's spilling into our lives. Just be somebody's champion. And if even after all of that you still don't know where to start, come to one of your rabbis and we'll put you to work. I promise. Shabbat Shalom.
In the silence, in the darkness, I pray, I pray. In my unrest, in my weakness, pray.
When I've gone too far, when I try too hard, I pray, as the years go by, through the tears I cry, I pray, oh, I pray.
Pray for truth and understanding, for forgiveness and relief. I pray for faith and hope unending. I pray for strength. I pray for peace.
Through the raging storms, on the verge of harm, I pray, oh, I pray. When the white dove calls, when the skylines fall, I pray, oh, I pray.
Pray for
Truth and understanding, for forgiveness and relief. Pray for faith and hope unending. I pray for strength. I pray for peace.
in the silence, in the darkness, I pray, oh Lord, I pray.
I'd like to invite Dr. Ed Royal to come forward now for the congregational announcements.
Shabbat Shalom. And I have to say, your sermon was about pride, and certainly we all have pride in your honor because you are an esteemed woman of Michigan. It's going to be Monday night, a great banquet and a great program honoring our own Rabbi Jen. And now you referred to yourself as the other Jen, and you referred to yourself as Jen the second. It's really Origin and Jen Next, or Next Jen. So I'm proud of both of them. Great music tonight, great sermon, great service. Our program, No Temple Family Without Hanukkah, takes place in December, but you need to sign up now. There are many ways to participate with this program, and the deadline to adopt a family is October the 14th. So check the messenger or contact the Robert Sosnick Family Life Center to find out how you can participate. Salichot, what a wonderful sound. Tomorrow evening, September 24th, will begin the high holidays for all of us. It's one of the most spiritual and moving services of the year. At 8 p.m., get your feet tapping and spirits soaring with music from Gesundheit, which is nothing to sneeze about. The Havdalah service will begin around 9:15 p.m., followed by a spiritual Salichot service, and be sure to stay for the Oneg. You can also join over 1,000 people on Sunday, October the 9th, symbolically casting away their shortcomings into the Detroit River during the biggest Tashlich ceremony in Michigan. Rosh Hashanah on the river will assemble at 3:30 p.m. in Shane Park. It's a great family event. There will be food trucks and live music and interactive art, so don't miss it. On Sunday, October the 16th, Yifty will be having their annual Mitzvah Day fundraiser. Our teens would love to come to your house and do an odd job, or this year, an even job, in exchange for a donation to their scholarship fund. Information is found on the Temple Teens page at the Temple's website. So for further information to RSVP or participate for any of these programs, check the information table as you leave, or call the temple office during normal business hours. On behalf of the officers and the members of Board of Trustees, join us for the oneg after services, and let me wish y'all Shabbat Shalom.
So when somebody converts to Judaism, it's as if they've always been Jewish. And we're never supposed to go back and ask about that. In our minds, the person who converted, and we're going to call up in honor of that conversion tonight, in our minds, she's always been Jewish. And this is just a step in finalizing that process. Mary Frank, we invite you to come forward to open the ark in honor of your conversion as we turn to page 189 and rise for the Aleinu.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי ארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר היה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
Please be seated. We turn now to the task of memory, and we think about those who we've lost in recent days in our families and in our community. We remember Sylvia Babcock, Marlene Bez, Joan Braun, Elaine Bernstein, Lawrence Diskin, Sandra Gale, Maureen Garvin, Barbara Ginsburg, Martha Goldberg, Rosalind Goodman, Shirley Sufrin Gordon, Boris Griesdorf, Sam Jedwab, Harry Kaplan, Kel Levy, Francis Milgram, Eleanor Minkoff, Eileen Mullen, Douglas Pierce, Robert Ristman, Riva Rosenfeld, Shirley Schramm, Connie Sanford, Indish Sermon, Isaiah Schaefer, Deanne Shapiro, June Snyder, and Scott Spakajny. And we remember those whose yard sites fall at this time: Ruth Ash, Geraldine Seltzer Bernard, Dr. Gary Allen Bernstein, Edward Chernelia, Eileen Cookie Colin, Larry Collins, Cecilia Davids, Paul Frank, Dr. Lee Friedman, Adele Goldstein, Sarah Holtzman, Malcolm Johnson, Seal Jonas, Arthur Keeps, Harry Crystal, Sarah Laker, Stan Lotsoff, Peggy Miller, Martin Moskovitz, Dr. Howard Parvin, Alfred Remini, Mary Rice, Elise Rubiner, Evan Shapiro, Lucille Shapiro, Maxine Smith, Michael Syme, Jane Yanitz, Michael Zager, Eileen Ash Zeitlin, Edith Wolf, Francis Chaikin, Irving Fuller, Yetta Tucker, Dr. Kenneth Lipsett, Lawrence Hyman, Joseph Goldberg, Irving Goodsmith, Elizabeth Moretsky, Lillian Victor, Ben Cooper, Eva Volodsky, Helen Murov, Hetty Feldman, Saul Lesnick, Ruth Laurie Goldberg, Helen Ruth Rubin, Esther Naomi Davies, Maurice Shapiro, and Bertha Robbins. Tehei Nishmotehem Soror B'Torah Chaim. May their souls be bound up in the bond of everlasting life and memory, as we turn now to the words of Kaddish on page 199. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, ve'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chaye chon u'vyomei chon u'chaye d'chol Beit Yisrael, v'agala u'vizman kari v'yimru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam u'me'omaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yidromam v'yitnaseh, Vita dar, vita le, vita lal, shemeda kucha brefu. Le'ela minko birchata v'shirata. Tush b'chata v'nechemata. Damiran v'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. O say shalom b'mromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved among us. Amen. As we turn now to our closing song, we'd like to invite the youngest members of our congregation. If you're 11 years old and younger, join us up on the bima as we celebrate Shabbat.
Our service concludes with words of blessing to Filat Haderech. May we be blessed as we go on our way. May we be guided in peace. May we be blessed with health and joy. May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 May this be our blessing. Amen. May we be sheltered by the wings of peace. May we be kept in safety and in love. May grace and compassion find their way to every soul. May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 May this be our blessing. Amen. Shabbat Shalom.